I'll tell him big as hell. Oh man, Kolojay, that's right. No, that's right. That's right.
Welcome to the CBS Sports College Football YouTube channel. I am 24/7 Sports National Analyst Tom Boyd, and we've got another big commitment from one of the top class of 2026 prospects for you today. Before we get into that, please be sure to like and subscribe. You do not want to miss what we have coming for you and what's in store the rest of the summer and into the fall. Offensive lineman Breck Kolojay is set to announce his commitment. We will dive into the finalists, but first, let's look at the tape. According to Director of Scouting Andrew Ivins, Kolojay is an advanced offensive line prospect with college-ready size. He is a multi-year starter at IMG Academy. He possesses the size, strength, and power to contribute early at the next level. He plays with a mean streak, puts defenders into the turf. He shines as a combo blocker and has a high floor, similar to many offensive linemen from IMG that have come before him. Let's look at the prospect profile. He is a 6'5½", 320-pounder from IMG Academy in Bradenton, Florida, although he is originally from Colorado. He is the number 21 interior offensive lineman in the 2026 class and the number 40 prospect from the state of Florida. On the recruiting front, he is down to 5 schools. We've got Colorado, Georgia, Oklahoma, Miami, and USC. Now let's head to IMG Academy to hear directly from Breck Kolojay. Breck, thank you so much for joining us today. We are excited for you. First, share with everybody who you have there. I know it's a packed house there at IMG Academy, but who's there with you at the table?
Yes, sir. First, I want to say thank you for having me on the show. But to my left is my head coach and offensive line coach, Coach Stud. My dad right here, he made the trip down from Colorado to come and join me. And then my advisor / recruiting coach, Cliff Hill. He's been with me on almost all these visits, so I appreciate him a lot for being here.
Breck, it's a special day. I want to ask you, how does it feel to finally be here on Commitment Day?
Yeah, I mean, it feels great. It's been a long time coming. I did the process right, I think. I visited every school, did it really thoroughly. And so it feels good just to get this off my shoulder and focus on dominating for my senior season and winning that national championship.
I want to look at your 5 finalists. I already mentioned them. We'll start quickly in Colorado. Give me something that stands out about the Buffaloes.
Yeah, I mean, being a hometown kid, that was like one of the first schools that offered me. Seeing Coach Prime there and all the success they're having, it's really exciting, and it's cool to see that aura back in Boulder.
How about Georgia? What do you like so much about the Bulldogs?
Yeah, I mean, Coach Smart, Coach Searles, all those guys. Georgia's a blue blood that's been doing it well for a long time now, and it's just intriguing to anyone who I feel like gets an offer from Georgia. It's University of Georgia, so it speaks for itself. But yeah.
How about with Miami? What stands out? What appeals about the Hurricanes?
Yeah, the way they emphasize offensive line play, having Coach Cristobal, who's a former offensive line coach at that head coach position, is it's really cool, and just to see how much they emphasize that in offensive line development.
With Oklahoma, what do you like so much about the Sooners?
Yeah, Coach Bedenbaugh, he's been there for a long time, and he's on so many guys in the NFL who've made a lot of money in the league, and he's a great offensive line coach. I have former teammates there, in Jaden Jackson and David Stone, so it's just intriguing.
Lastly, we got USC. What do you like so much about the Trojans?
Yeah, Coach Riley, and what he's doing right now is special, and having teammates and friends that I've grown up with committed there, and just kind of seeing a team coming back on the rise.
All right, Breck, the moment is here. It's time to tell everybody where you will be continuing your academic and athletic career.
Absolutely. All right. First off, I want to thank all you guys for coming here. Today's a special day, so I really appreciate y'all. I want to thank God, for blessing me with these opportunities. I want to thank my first football coach, Coach Spence, taking me in as a young third grader and throwing me right on the line and playing with those guys when I was a youngin'. I want to thank my family and my friends back home and here. giving me advice and pushing me every day to be the person I am. I want to thank IMG Academy, Don Zloty, Coach Stud, and all the coaches that have been with me throughout this process. It's been a long and hard process, and at the end of the day, I think they've helped me a ton to be the person I am and the player I am and have the mindset I do have. I want to thank Coach Matt McChesney at 6-0 Academy. That's my guy. I've been working out with him since 7th grade, and man, he has a special place in my heart in terms of my development. I mean, he is. If you're ever in Denver, Colorado, you got to go check him out if you're offensive lineman. He is a special person who has really helped mold me to the person I am today. I want to thank my advisor, Cliff. He's been with me throughout the whole process, basically. Came with me on every visit, sacrificed his time, his money, and just being there for me and helping me out through this process. And last off, I want to thank every single college coach that has put their effort and time into me, and the relationships I built throughout this process. They're special. This is one of the hardest decisions I've ever made in my life, but as Coach Stud said in meetings yesterday, life is like your own book, and you're writing your story. So, for this next chapter, I'll be committing to University of Southern California.
That is a tremendous pickup for the USC Trojans, one of the top classes in the 2026 class. I'm not sure there's a happier person than your good friend Mark Bowman, one of the elite tight ends. You joined him at USC. Breck, in the end, what tipped the scales for USC?
Yeah, just what they're building right now, and trusting in all those guys, Coach Riley, Coach Hansen, and being with guys I've done it with at each and every level throughout youth football and high school. It's something special, and you can see that all the opportunity in LA, and they're just on the rise right now. So I think the opportunity for me was really hard to say no to. So yeah.
Peel back the curtain a little bit. When did you tell USC? How did you tell them? How did they react? Kind of set the stage for everybody.
Yeah, I was silently committed for a while, but once I told them, they were really hyped. They kind of knew it was coming. It was a hard decision, I'm not gonna lie. Other schools made it really tough for me, because I've been talking to these coaches for 3-4 years now, and I have to do what's best for me. And college football, it's crazy nowadays, so I'll never know who I'll run into in the future. So I always wanted to leave everything on good terms. But once I told them, Coach Riley and Coach Hansen were hyped. They're definitely having a blast right now. So.
Breck, I know you're going to be day one ready. I know USC is extremely fired up about you, but for the casual Trojans fans out there, tell them what they landed today in Breck Kolojay, the player, but also the person.
Yeah, I'm going to bring the mentality to an offensive line room that they've never seen before. I'm going to change that room. I'm going to go in there and lead these guys, and eventually be a captain, and we're going to win a national championship. And I'm not messing around. I'm going in there to dominate, and I'm going in there to win and develop and be the best person I can be. But I just can't wait. But right now all my focus is on IMG, and after that season, then boom, here we go, Trojans.
Awesome. Breck Kolojay, the newest USC Trojan. Congrats, and thank you for committing here with us at CBS Sports and 24/7 Sports.
Absolutely. Appreciate you.
Thank you.